Olá, pessoal! Vamos ser sinceros. A comida brasileira está entre uma das melhores do mundo. O tempero e o toque de cada região do país fazem as receitas terem um sabor único, capaz de encantar a todos que já experimentaram essas delícias. E isso podemos falar com propriedade. Afinal, é muito fácil e rápido se apaixonar pela culinária do nosso país. No entanto, não somos só nós que podemos dizer isso. Há diversos lugares no exterior que também sabem o valor que tem a comida brasileira e por isso acabaram levando pratos típicos também para fora. Já imaginou comer um pão de queijo em qualquer lugar do mundo? Atualmente isso é possível. Mas uma forma que a comida brasileira vem sendo disseminada, por exemplo, nos Estados Unidos, vem sendo através dos food trucks. O mercado global de food trucks é uma indústria de uns 5 bilhões de dólares em todo o mundo em 2022, segundo o Tech Report, movimentando os 1,48 bilhão só nos Estônia. Os dados apontam também que em 2023 havia mais de 36 mil negócios operando nesse modelo em todo o território americano, um crescimento de 9,9% em relação ao ano anterior. Estima-se ainda que as receitas devem chegar à casa de 2 bilhões deles até 2030. Abrir um food truck nos Estados Unidos pode ser uma oportunidade de negócios para imigrantes. Os Leoa oferecem um mercado vasto e diversificado, com a cultura de consumir alimentos na rua, o que permite alcançar muitos consumidores. A variedade cultural e a disposição dos americanos para experimentar novos sabores tornam os food trucks uma escolha com grandes chances de sucesso. Além disso, comparado ao formato tradicional de um restaurante, montar uma cozinha móvel exige um investimento inicial menor e traz mais flexibilidade para testar diferentes locais e ajustar o negócio conforme a demanda. Para imigrantes que desejam entrar no setor alimentício, são vantagens significativas. Inclusive, tem até famoso americano indicando food truck de comida brasileira.
So the last time I was in Austin, Texas, I took this buddy of mine to the Monument Cafe, and we had a blast. And so I roll back into Austin, and of course he's shooting a movie overseas, but he says, listen, bro, he says, if you like Brazilian food, you got to check this joint out. It is totally legit. What did I say? All right, all right, all right. This is Boteco.
This is not only the best food truck in Austin, but it's also the best place to get food in Austin.
I got the yuca fries right here.
It's like my food, you know, it's my mom's food.
This is how your mom would make it.
Yeah.
And it's how Fernando Mahi's mom made it when he was growing up in Brazil, too.
My family has restaurants in Brazil, so I grew up in the kitchen, literally.
So what is the food?
What we're making today is feijoada,
Feijoada.
national dish of Brazil. It's a black bean and pork stew.
Feijoada, it could keep me alive for years. You could really tell that he puts the passion into it.
So we start with the pork butt, oil, salt, garlic, and onion paste.
Okay.
Got the same marinade on the ribs, on the sirloin.
What type of grill is this?
It's a yakitori.
Super hot charcoal in there,
Next step is to caramelize the smoked meats.
which is what?
Good chunks of bacon,
The hocks of the tail.
the smoked neck bones,
Get those anywhere here.
prosciutto, pork and beef sausage. So we put the onions here, the garlic and onion paste.
Then we'll take the grilled pork butt and ribs.
Yes.
Got it.
Add a little beef base, fresh bay leaf, black beans soaked overnight.
Water goes in, salt, pressure cooker. How long is this gonna go?
30 minutes.
What are we making next?
We're gonna have a little pork belly on the side, just to give it a little bit of texture, because all the meat's gonna be stewed. We're just gonna score it,
Do the fat right down to the meat.
a little bit of salt, and a little bit of cachaça, Brazilian rum.
A little rum.
Then we make a bed of onions,
Oranges, lemons, limes. Beautiful.
a little more cachaça on top.
Looks like you've had some cachaça.
I did.
In the oven.
About 2 hours, 400 degrees.
And what's the final piece?
Farofa, the most popular side dish of Brazil.
Okay. Oil and butter,
The chilies,
garlic and onion paste.
cook a little bit, and then you add the yuca flour. Then you're free to add whatever you want. A little bit of salt. Oh, you add bananas,
Bananas. Literally, that is.
the pork belly. Pour a little bit of hot oil on top to get the spring crackling.
I like this move.
Now we're just gonna serve that.
I'm gonna serve it like this.
Gotta have a little splash of lime.
We want to talk about pork belly.
And the little surprise here,
A little guava paste.
garlic seasoned rice. You got a rib, sausage, prosciutto here, collard greens on the side, the farofa we had just made,
Interesting.
vinegar, pickled salad, oranges here on top. Biquillo peppers, these are sweet.
Well, I'll start off by telling you that if the only thing you served in this truck was that pork with that guava paste, you had me at hello. That is redunculous. Oh, yeah. When I tell you flavor, every bite that you get is a different bite. The farofa has a textural element to the beans. Super key.
Yeah.
The collards you put in there are great. The little salsa, that little acidic bite helps a lot. In the stewed meats, there's probably some of the most powerful flavors I've tried in a while. I can see why it's a national dish.
It's typically eaten on Wednesday and Sundays. Depends
It
on the
typically should be eaten every single day in my house.
One feijoada here with pork belly.
I've never had anything quite like this.
The creamy beans that has all the pork, it's really good. And the farofa gives that great crunch to it.
I did not think that you could get a flavor so close to the authentic plate that you have in Brazil.
Which is what brought in some A-list customers. So, how did McConaughey find Boteco?
He was planning a birthday party for his wife, Camila, and his manager was looking for a Brazilian chef to cook. We make food for about 7 people. They tell me, we'll call you if we like it.
And they must have loved it.
They called me back the next day. 4 minutes on the steak, Iago.
The flavors coming out of here, it is a 5-star restaurant.
I got the pão de queijo sandwich here.
Pão de queijo, it's a Brazilian cheese bread.
Really rich, perfectly seasoned steak.
It is phenomenal.
You make bread on the truck?
We make our own bread.
I've been quite a few food trucks, and I've never seen anybody baking bread on them.
So we start with fermented tapioca flour and the regular tapioca flour.
Fermented.
Makes it a little bit more doughy. You add a little bit of salt.
Hot butter, milk, and oil right into it.
We'll put the eggs here.
What kind of cheese we dumped in?
Queijo canastra.
The dry, hard cheese.
Exactly.
Okay.
Shape it into a bun, then we bake it 45 minutes.
Okay, chef.
We're gonna do the seasoning now for the picanha. Sea salt, black pepper, and a little bit of urucum.
Urucum?
The Brazilian spice. Similar
Okay.
to paprika. A little bit of oil. We'll let that sear until it's medium rare. Slice the bread.
Looks like an English muffin. Oh, dude.
Just a little bit of aioli here. Steak.
And you serve it with the fat.
In Brazil, that's how we do it.
Parmesan and arugula.
Chimichurri sauce. Red pickled onions.
All scratch made. Brother, let me tell you this. I'm eating some food in some styles that I don't think I've ever seen. The smells, the unique flavors, I feel transported to Brazil. This funky cheese bread, killer.
Thank you.
A little of the chimichurri coming through, super authentic. Little truck, big flavor.
I got the pão de queijo sandwich.
This really rich and creamy bun pairs perfectly with this perfectly cooked steak.
It is really gourmet.
I have one picanha.
There's nothing in Austin quite like this.
It's like Brazil. I could come any day here and feel my hometown.
I knew Matthew wouldn't send me here unless it was the real deal. That's all you need. You don't need me telling you. I'm glad I made it, man. Delicious.
Thank you.